children like me don't ask to be born into the situations that they're in. No different than children in South Africa or other places where we do missionary work.
Our mission to help children have the best start in life, to help make sure that parents and caregivers are enabled to give children the best start.
Taking care of preschool kids is so important because it gives the parents, comfort. They can go do their jobs, they can go to school, and they know their kids are well taken care of.
Well, you're not going to be able to get the job, and you're certainly not going to be able to keep the job if you don't have a safe, reliable place to keep your child.
It has to be childcare that is of a good enough quality that they feel comfortable.
I'm going to be a singer. I want to be a mama. Be a football player. A fireman. A teacher.
If you look in the faces of these young children, you're looking in the faces of our future doctors, lawyers, our future administrators, our future nonprofit leaders.
I mean, as we know from the research, the first 5-6 years are extremely important for future education.
Your child's going to learn after 6 years. Your child's going to shape and grow after 6 years. But the 6 years do set a foundation.
It's hugely those developmental early years, which we think of as just being cute toddlers, are so important to the rest of your life.
If we're just putting television and games and iPads and iPhones, that's what they're going to know when they get ready for school. But if we're giving them a foundation of education, experiences, hands-on experiences, field trips, pre-literacy skills, pre-math skills.
My own personal example would be my siblings. The siblings that went to other relatives and that didn't get access to this high quality pre-K and this early childhood exposure that I did, intervention that I did. They ended up, pregnant and in prison. My brother ended up dealing drugs. He ended up, drowning when he was a teenager. I mean, just a completely different path.
We wasn't at the low income level, we was at the moderate income level, and it was individuals like me that needed childcare assistance.
There are a number of persons who are working every day, making a decent salary, but the idea of how much it would cost to really find the best and safest place to put your child, to give them the same kind of nurturing environment they get at home, is almost something that's almost impossible without some level of help.
It is the supplemental child care program is the only one of its kind here in Alabama.
Childcare Resources is a helpful resource to know what's out there.
We have over 700 providers in our databases.
I know they do such a great job of screening and of training. I trust them.
And you're talking 2 psychologists, right? But who are parents for the first time. And we were as overwhelmed and helpless as every other parent.
She's 3 years old and she knows how to write her name. She's reading books now, and that's because she has quality daycare.
With the parenting classes, you're in a position to not feel like you have to rely either only on yourself or only on books or even only on family members. But again, these are professionals. These are people who know how to do this. So the parenting skills that they teach are absolutely critical.
Childcare Resources offer trainings to childcare providers so they can come on site.
And they do it at night, they do it on weekends when these people can get to the classes.
And take a training class in whatever subject matter.
They actually reached over 90% of the childcare workers in the Fort County area. That's huge.
You can come here if you sign up for the library. You can laminate. You can use the die cut. You can check out books. You can check out resources. Or you can sign up again for the library and the resource van will again come to you.
Think about the benefit of child care resources to your employees.
It's just as helpful to the employer of that parent to know that their employee isn't going to be distracted by concerns over whether their child's safe, whether their child's getting the proper care.
That allows for me to feel more comfortable on my job, to do my job better. I have a college degree, I have a full-time job, I just have 3 kids and I'm working as hard as I can, and sometimes it doesn't add up.
You've got to support an agency that's focus is on child care resources and quality child care resources.
Costs way more to imprison somebody in Alabama than it does to give them high quality early childhood education.
And so to me, there is really no downside to child care resources. What they need is more money. And hopefully the people watching this video will feel like they can give more dollars to sustain a great organization.
I'll be very sad if I can't go to school.
Investing our money in a place like Child Care Resources, I think, is investing in the future.
We cannot build a strong community, whether it be socially, whether it be economically, you name it, educationally, without starting with education.
And if you're CEO of a company and you can afford to give back, you're not only just giving back, you make a difference in my life, you're making a difference in my children's lives.